I hope our uniforms don't flood.
So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
We had a bye week. I'm back. Going against them dirty Eagles.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
There you go, Bobby. Damn, the Falcons 1-9. Saints still 10-0 like another. Boy, it's hard to beat. Boy, it's tough like that. Damn, how many stars they got on offense?
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
What? They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Running right. This is
yes, sir.
And that play going absolutely
nowhere
as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Kill. Hey, Echo.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds.
Yeah,
so it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Want that ball, dude. Plan. Yes, sir. That's what we want to see.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20.
Oh, kind of like it.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Who they got on that defense? Boy, like Cox.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative as well.
Yes, sir.
Run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now McCoy. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
There's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Now McCoy. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. LaShawn McCoy. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Throwing on first is Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin.
Yes, sir.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's going to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Alert.
They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy.
Oh, come on.
Taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So,
McCoy loses the football. And it's picked up by Eagles. And a big turnover there as his
we got a football game. We got ourselves a game. That boy popped the hell out of McCoy.
Charles is it to hang on to that football.
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it gets
yes, sir.
because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
So run to the right. Heavy set. They get it.
On 2nd down.
Oh, man.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles.
The ball.
Because we ask them to just eat up
Give Bobby some love.
other people to make tackles. But when he can
Bobby
make a play
game,
himself, as we just saw there, That's a big day.
50's a month. 50's a month. Here we go.
Get it. Get it. Drag route. Get on that drag route.
Hey, exit.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They toss to Freeman.
Look,
Trying
hey,
to bounce it
boy.
outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Here and there now.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Check 25. Check 20. 30. Kill.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz.
Oh, yes, sir.
A double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
You guys, listen.
Watch it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown.
Do the Bernie, right?
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Fielded about a yard
Down, come on, bro. That's a hit stick, Madden. I'm playing with my boy.
Being taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Wentz. Gets it off to Freeman.
No, that's
They'll get a couple yards on
Look.
that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
I'm letting you know right now. Hey, 5-2, come here.
Mike's 50.
Hey, Charlie.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Flushed out right.
Yes, sir.
For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Crib target. We crib target.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yeah, they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling.
No, sir. Oh, my God, Madden. This is going to be
They finally do get it,
He's sitting in the circle. He's sitting there. Look, he's sitting there waiting on him, Madden. Come on now, stop playing.
48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 22, Wentz escaping the pressure right. And now he's good. And it's a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun now for Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in.
Are you cool? Or y'all?
Just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down.
Y'all killing me right now. Y'all really is.
Cool under pressure.
Y'all letting them get yardage. Oh, come on.
His primary target.
Straighten up.
Some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary.
Oh, I overran it. I overran it. That's a good drive. That's a good drive. Bad defensive drive. Bad defensive drive.
On the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Get over there. That hurt. That hurt, boys.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go. So there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time.
They've got his man complete.
They get it.
Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, my God, 71.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they have that big loss on that first down pass play.
Boy, I gotta get
today. Facing a 2nd and long. Wilson. First out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Gotta go, in and out.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. End zone.
That boy Russ.
Touchdown.
That boy Russ. That boy Russ.
With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously, that's a good approach. Go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Caught by the tight end. A gain of 6 there.
He didn't go out.
Oh, y'all. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. And that's 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That boy Marquise Goodwin. That boy Nuke. I think he played at UT. University of Texas.
Again, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Good look, EB. Good look. 12 seconds, 48. 4-4. That's field goal range for me.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Half one in the book.
Everyone back for quarter number 3.
21-0, baby.
With the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Oh, I had a lane.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And they'll work this down
63, get down and block for me, baby.
There.
Come on.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Oh, come on, Madden! Come on! That's a TD!
It's a gain of 12.
I'm getting scared.
Seahawks.
I'm getting scared.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs,
bro,
he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing?
Come on, McCoy breaking through there every time.
Whatever.
So you get
play action. Now Wilson going for it all.
touchdown, baby.
And he's got
touchdown.
Right caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Greg Olsen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
This may be out of bounds.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
Trey, baby.
They discussed how
Trey Flowers, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? It's not what I told you to do.
In the first half, you're scripting 12
like that.
16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you
Bro, come down and break his neck.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it.
Y'all
That
doing?
throw good for 4. It's second down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often.
Come down, shuffle. Come on. Come down, shuffle. Football is simple.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Running to the left.
Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing, my team. I'm not liking what I'm seeing at all.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. It's the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They get it. They get it. They get it. Quit talking to the boy. Quit talking to the boy.
Touchdown, Seattle. LaShawn McCoy, 89 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
come on, Bobby.
No good to go back.
Come down on that.
A good one going.
Not like you
finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case.
Oh, that's a good run. That's a good run.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high. They believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll go again to McCoy. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And that last run good enough to have him surpass for his career, get this folks, 12,000 rushing yards.
And how about this? You're in shouting distance now of the top 10 all-time rushers in NFL history. And in short order now, you've got Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, Marcus Allen, and Edgerrin James right ahead of you. He can zoom past them with just a few more carries.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, no! Come on, Madden! Madden! Who was that? Who is that? Who is that? What does that say? Darius Slay?
For 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket.
That's it. That realistic. Oh, he didn't put that boy Jay Hurt. H-Town in the building.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my
awe about the play,
and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves,
like
nowhere to escape, and
like
he
that,
goes
Reed.
down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Watch the pass.
No, watch the pass. What is he gonna do? You got Jalen Hurts back there. Hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is
Boy,
defensively, you look at the numbers. They're incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Boy, got me standing up. Griffin. I like to see, boy.
Where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going?
Oh, man.
Big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch
you need one
hands,
more.
1st and 10.
You need one more, Russ.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off.
Oh, come on. Stop covering me. Let my boy Russ have it.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't
That
force
boy Russ
it,
had
nor did he
it.
throw
Russ
it away.
been
He was
working.
able to
He
take
earned
off,
that.
and now he made it a very manageable
Now I
2nd
got to
and
figure out how
short.
to get in there.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Come on, D.
Now it's Wilson, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for
Oh my God, Maddie. Oh my God.
just a few times on offense, get a couple of
Are you Bobby literally froze.
That's
Are
what
you
they're
kidding
looking
me?
for here. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Don't do that.
So
Don't do
it's
that.
Eagle
Don't do
football
that.
here as we get you reset. They've got a
I can't
1st
even
and 10
focus
as they
right.
search for a late score. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll set up a throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Oh, come on.
Great return there. 22 yards.
That is scrubbing me.
Will take over.
That boy is about to cook him. Cook him up. Put him on the
Coming
grill
to
like
the
a
line here to
steak.
begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of
Russ.
that, and it's
You
second
need a honey.
down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Steps away. He may try and run for this.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's McCoy.
Hey, good game, nope. Good game, nope. Yes, sir.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they've fallen out of things.